what is your series here? Now, if you guys don't know, Mel Gibson, who of course, say what you want about Mel Gibson's personal life and everything like that. He has directed some really cool stuff and obviously starred in iconic stuff from, his acting credits. Obviously, you talk about like Mad Max, Lethal Weapon. But on the director's front, he gave us like Braveheart, Passion of the Christ, and all. Now, he is actually on board to direct not one but two projects. And two, of course, are sequels. One of which is Passion of the Christ Resurrection, and the other one is of Lethal Weapon 5. Now, according to Deadline, both films are still in the works, but what comes first here? This comes from Deadline saying, while plans are still very much in the works of both Passion of the Christ Resurrection and Lethal Weapon 5, Gibson is now confirming that he actually has two projects as possibilities for his next feature, including Resurrection or Lethal Weapon 5. Which comes first? Gibson isn't sure, but he's hinting at a very busy 2025. Stating, I don't know that, and that's the funny thing. I mean, there's various obstacles to get any film up on its feet, and not just budgetary. But there's 1,001 about 1,000 reasons why something goes and why it doesn't. Gibson told comicbook.com. So it's really kind of a crapshoot at this point. You know what goes first and which comes first, whether it's the chicken or the egg. Now, as for Resurrection goes, it's practically all set to go, all set and ready to go. The script has been written, and location seems close to being locked. And Jim Caviezel is definitely returning to play Jesus. Some were wondering how Gibson will deal with Caviezel having aged 20 years since the film release. Because he's actually, I think Jim Caviezel just turned 57 this week, so that's something. Now, it turns out Gibson isn't worried. He has plans, but he's not saying what it is. So now, as for Lethal Weapon 5, Gibson seems to be pretty confident it's about happening. Gibson has repeatedly stated that he wanted to make Lethal Weapon 5 as a way to honor the late director Richard Donner, who wrote the screenplay and was originally set to direct the film prior to his death in July 2021. Jez Butterworth, who also worked on 4v Ferrari and Edge of Tomorrow, has written the latest draft, which was a refinement of Donner's original script. Uh, Now, Richard Wank, who worked on The Equalizer, has also at some point taken a crack at Donner's script. Now, which one should be first? Since it's already done, I'm guessing Passion of the Christ might be first. A part of me is hoping he makes Lethal Weapon 5 first. I mean, after the success the recent Bad Boys movie just had, and even though it's streaming, but still, after the success that Eddie Murphy just had with Beverly Hills Cop Action F, I think it's time for another Lethal Weapon 5. Now, big question remains, Mel Gibson, let's be for real. When you hear the name Mel Gibson, it's a little controversial nowadays, especially what he said years ago. I mean, his new film, by the way, I think it's called Flight Risk. Yeah, Flight Risk, the one with Mark Wahlberg, which comes out in January. If you didn't know Mel Gibson directed that film, you wouldn't even know that was his film if you saw the trailer. Because in the trailer, it doesn't even say Mel Gibson's name. It just says, like, the film he's directed, like, from the director of Passion of Christ, Braveheart. Obviously, you would know that those are Mel Gibson films. But, yeah, is there a possibility we could, I don't know, maybe get a Lethal Weapon 5? I mean, come on. Come on, Mel. Danny Glover is getting too old for this stuff, So, I would love to see a Lethal Weapon 5 with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson returning. I mean, they've been trying to get this thing off the ground for years. I mean, the last, Lethal Weapon related project we really got was that TV show with Damon Wayans, which I actually quite enjoyed, by the way. Like, sad it, got a little controversy throughout. And of course, they fired the guy who played Riggs and replaced him with Steve Sifler and everything. I so wholeheartedly enjoyed that a lot, but it only lasted 3 seasons, which unfortunate. But yeah, which one is he's gonna do first beyond me? But I'm thinking it's gonna be Passion of the Christ, but we'll see. I mean, frankly, I really don't know where he could go for Passion of the Christ sequel. Me personally, I think he should do Lethal Weapon 5 instead, but we'll see. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Mel Gibson not really knowing what he is gonna do first between Passion 2 or Lethal Weapon 5? Are you which one do you think he should make first? Would you love to see a Passion like him make a Passion of the Christ Resurrection, or would you love to see him make Lethal Weapon 5 first? Were you ever a fan of the original Passion of the Christ? Were you ever a fan of the Lethal Weapon franchise? And despite the controversy, are you still a fan of Mel Gibson's work? Whether it's like in front of the camera, behind the camera, etc. Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing.